Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. I have a treat for you today. I'm going to show you a couple of my winning products that have sold and that have made me money. And I want to share that with you today. If you didn't see yesterday's video, I'm launching a new book about all my experiences in the car business, all the things that I learned, because when I got into the car business, I didn't know what a V6 from a four-cylinder was. I had no idea about cars, nothing about credit, about financing, big business, anything like that. And so in the 2 years that I worked in the car business, it taught me a lot. And I saved a lot of people money on cars at my second location when I was the internet manager there. And there's a lot of things that people just don't know. I'd be selling somebody a car for $5,000 off, and 50 feet away, somebody else is buying the same car at full price. And a lot of people just don't know about the different ways to buy a car and all the ways that you can save money on a car. And I think that the car business needs to change. You see all these retail locations and they're closing out, and people are going online because it's faster, it's easier, and it's cheaper. And I think the car business should change. So I'm trying to do my part, and I want to pass on to you all the ways to save. And I'm also giving away my Shopify store if I can sell 1,000 in the first before Monday during my pre-launch. I'm going to be doing a webinar, a secret shopper at a dealership, show you exactly how to get the best deal. But yeah, check out that video from yesterday. I'm giving away my $30,000 Shopify store if we can meet that goal. But either way, today I'm going to show you some of the products that have sold for me. And so let's just jump right into it. Let me switch screens right here so you can see. Perfect. So these are some of the products. I just wanted to download them. And I want to just show you some of the techniques I used and just go over some things. So let's blow this one up. So this was one of my very first products that I launched. I was a little bit late with it. Fidget spinners were already kind of around. People were doing videos on them, but I was trying to hop on a trend. And so I launched this, and it's a free fidget spinner. Just pay shipping. And I think I charged $7.95 or $9.95 for that. And the thing with this, so I launched a PPE. It did really well. Then I duplicated to a view content ad. And the view content ad, I was getting link clicks for like 10 cents. It was nutty. I was so excited. And then, so I made an add to cart. And I was getting add to carts for like 30 cents. But after 50 to 100 add to carts, I still didn't have any purchases. And that's kind of how the free plus shipping model in my experience works. Is I've never got very many purchases off them. But what it does, how I understand, is that it allows you to build your pixel data very quickly. And by launching this with a view content and an add to cart, I was able to get lots of data for my pixel. And when I actually launched another ad while this one view content and add to cart were running, I was able to get view contents on my new ad for 30 cents. And I actually, long story short, that's my product that's made me about $20,000 is the one that I launched right after this. But I feel that this free plus shipping model helped me get cheaper link clicks on my other product that actually ended up winning, and without this ad, that one wouldn't have done as well. And so hopefully that kind of made sense, but I think a free plus shipping model is a really good way to get your pixel data up. And again, this is all just what I do, so if somebody else does it different or somebody disagrees with me, there's a million ways to do it. And I'm still starting out, I'm still learning, but this is what's worked for me on my $30,000 store in the last 4 months. So this is the ad right here. I just made it with Canva, very simple. It was this was one of the ones in the ad form. Now I use Facebook post form, which I think is 940 pixel by 768. But let's move on. This is another one. I sold I think like 10 or 20 of these, and I launched it right when Conor McGregor was doing his all his things on him and Floyd Mayweather were promoting their fight. And so I targeted people in Ireland. I could have probably made a Floyd Mayweather one too, but I targeted to people in Ireland and that liked Conor McGregor, and this got really good engagement. I think I was getting 2 cents a click, 4 cents a click, and I sold about 10 or 20 of them. I ended up cutting it because I couldn't. If you have an ad that's working, I heard it this weekend, but if you have an ad that's working and it's kind of working, typically it's not going to get better. And so I let it run for a while. It kind of broke even. I made some profit in the beginning, and then it started breaking even, and so I cut it. But just to kind of give you an idea of what works. Now this was another one that worked really well for me. Let me show you this video. Found it on YouTube. This was the first video that I did. And it was, I just clipped it from YouTube. It got, within the first 24 hours, it got less than 1 penny video views. I think it finally got down to the triple. I don't know if it got to quad 40 club, but it was 0.003 or 0.002, which means that for every penny I paid, I got 5 views on my video. And the link clicks on that were actually really cheap too. I think I was getting 10-cent link clicks. I couldn't get the conversion rates up well enough to make a profit. I'm sure if I played with it a little bit more, I probably could. Maybe a better video. This was when I was just starting out, so I just want to show you how easy it is. Like this isn't really rocket science. I'm not the best marketer. I still got a lot to learn, but that was the video, and then this was the product. And I actually also found a multicolored one that had different colors. There's ones with skulls, and then I just marketed it to people that like cars and car audio, people that just bought a car. Typically people that have cars that are 5 years or older, because a new car is probably not going to get one of these. People that have like an older car that they're trying to customize, like the old Honda Civics, cars like that's good. Another video that I launched on my channel or on my Facebook page for the fidget spinner was this. Nice viral video. I found it on Jiffy.com, free GIFs. It's 10 seconds. I didn't make any sales with that, but that was my first video that I did. That was like, I got 10,000 views on it, and I was like, oh my god, 10,000 views, like that's amazing. And it was all paid traffic, not organic, but I thought that was really cool, and I saw the power of what videos could do for you. This was my very first Facebook post. Very first sale, very first Facebook post. I did this, it was my first 2 hours that I set up my store. This was my post. It was very simple. I'm targeted to Golden Retriever rescue clubs. I made this post. I ran it as a traffic ad. I didn't even know what I was doing. And I made my very first sale with this. And then the next day I quit my job. So yeah, that was my very first post. It's crazy how far it's come since then. Crazy. I was actually driving around today, and I drove past my old dealership, and I remember driving down that road looking for a job and applying there and being like, do I really want to work here? There's all these other dealerships. It's like Dealership Row. And I remembered it was less than 1 year ago now. And no, it was about 1 year ago actually, exactly. And it's just crazy to see how far I've come in 1 year from driving around there. And I don't know if you guys ever get this, but sometimes if I'm listening to a song or going somewhere I haven't been in a long time, especially if the weather's the same, I get that feeling, and I can put myself back into who I was and where I was a year ago or 3 years ago or 5 years ago when that event was occurring, like deja vu. And just to remember where I was then to where I am now. And it's about progress, not perfection. I still got a long way to go. I feel like I haven't even yet begun. But it's nice to see sometimes, and to just sit back and be like, wow, how far I've come. But let's move on. So I'm good on time, yeah. So this was another one. This to give you an example of a really good targeting strategy. I went on Google and I Googled what months. This is a very passionate audience, people that they're very passionate about their signs, and you always see people posting about them. And my brother actually found this one for me. And what I did is just targeted people, like I think Libra is like, because they're 2 months. Like when you have a zodiac sign, it's like in the middle, like on June 15th or something is when it changes. So I would target people that have birthdays in, say, June and July, that also dual targeting, that also are interested in Libra, and I would target that. And then in the ad copy, I would put like their symbol, like an emoji symbol of their sign, and an animal that had to do with their sign, like lion, I think is Leo, and yeah, scales are Libra. And then what I would do is on my ad as a border, I would put the color that they're most interested in. So I remember Leo, I think, is like red and yellow. I could be totally wrong on this kind of stuff. I don't pay attention to that, to signs. But if you do, awesome. And so, yeah, that was another, I think it was a really unique idea. I remember I posted a video about a birth sign, and I was on a website doing it, and it was actually after I had this. I didn't want to come out and be like, hey, yeah, I'm doing this. I know it works, but I was trying to show you guys some value. I love providing value. I want people to be successful. I want you to be successful. But at the same time, I got to take care of myself too. And so I didn't want to show you what I was selling as I was selling it, but I was trying to find a unique way to show you guys and give you an idea of how to find a product similar to mine. But I was showing you birthstones on another video I did, and I was showing you that you could do birthstones. I think somebody even commented this niche is saturated. And that's just, no offense to you, but that's just negative thinking. Everything is saturated. When I worked at car dealerships, I worked at a Toyota dealership, and a mile and a half down the road, there was another Toyota dealership. So if I didn't give the customer the price that they wanted, they could just drive down to the other Toyota dealership. And I heard about other salespeople and managers making excuses that's stupid, but you just gotta live with it. And if you're more creative than the guy down the road, and you're better than the guy down the road, or the person on the other website, or the person on the other Facebook page, you're going to be more successful to him. Honestly, if there's a lot of competition, it means that there's a lot of buyers. If you can find a niche that no one else knows of and no one else is doing, then that's probably good, but you might not have as many buyers either. So I always like to try things out, and I'm under the firm belief there's no one way to do it. So if you disagree with me, do it. Take what I do and maybe switch it a little bit. If you want to copy me, I don't care if you take these pictures and you just throw them right on Facebook. I'm doing this. I wouldn't be giving them to you if I didn't care if you copy me. I was putting this on my product pages, and on my product pages. This as well. I'd shrink it down, and then let me show you this. I just remembered this. This was, I got this from a guy at Techademics in the 90-day Ecom Challenge. He was showing us how to, they have some great content if you haven't joined their Facebook group yet. But they were showing some stuff, and this is a good, I still use something similar to this. I don't like that he had this in two places. But I still use almost this exact template, and then I just change around this stuff right here and then this stuff. But you have, if you have the Dropified app, you can actually set this up. And what I have is this set up on my store, so my VAs have to write this stuff, or it's automatically written for them, all of this stuff. And then what this has right here is parentheses. And it says delete and write. Delete. Yeah. I just like doing this. I know it looks like shit. But anyways, let's finish it. I don't like when things aren't finished. Right. Alright. Delete and write. That was a plus. Oh. Alright. So having fun. And yeah, so that was a product description I've been using and I've used before. So I think that's the video for today. I wanted to give you guys some real good value. And let me know what you want me to do in the next video. If you haven't seen video yesterday, if you're interested in Shopify and you want to win a free $30,000 store, just share, check out yesterday's video, just share my post on Facebook and opt into the link so I can keep track of who you are. And at the end, if it all works out on Monday, I'm going to pick one winner randomly, just like I won the car, and completely random, and I'm just going to give away my store. No strings attached. You'll get everything. I always wanted to branch out and brand myself, and I wrote that book, and I said I wasn't ever going to do my own content until I had something that was really good and that I knew that was value, because I don't want to sell you a book now and have it ruin my reputation forever because my book's shit and I'm just ripping people off. That's not who I want to be. And so before I launched this book, I actually wrote the book 3 months ago. And then the other day I added to it. I made a website for it. I made some videos for it. I'm going to be having more content. I'm going to be doing a live webinar, 2-hour webinar. If you join me on Monday, it is going to be live on that day. And then I'm going to relaunch the webinar and just have it run. But it is going to be a fully live webinar. I'm going to do a Q&A, at least one with a car salesman. I'm going to be doing a secret shopper at a dealership. I'm going to turn it into a whole program. But if you get in now, it's only $7. To enter the contest, you don't have to buy it. You just have to share it and sign up. No, it's all free. But if 99% of everyone's going to buy a car some point in their life, 1.5 million cars are sold every month, new cars only, 3 million used cars just at dealerships, not counting auctions and private party sales. That's 4.5 million cars sold every single month, and that means that there's 10 million cars right now just sitting on lots unsold. And so economics 101, if market price is determined by supply and demand, why are customers still paying too much for their car? And so I want to show you, and I've lived paycheck to paycheck before. I've been broke, I've been homeless, and so I know what it's like not having that money. I remember driving past dealerships just looking like, oh look, a $3,000 car, maybe I'll just save up. Those are not the cars to buy, not at all. Always go to a franchise dealership. But I wanted to find a way that I could pass that knowledge on. So the book's only $7, plus you get access to all my other content that I'm going to launch, and there's no way that book isn't worth $700. It's worth a lot more over the course of your life. Over the course of your life, it's going to at least save you $7,000 if you buy a car every 2 to 5 years. If you buy 20 cars, or if you're buying luxury cars, it can very well get into the hundreds of thousands, $70,000. I put all the dirty secrets in there. There's a lot of stuff that people don't know about. And if you've never bought a car for you, it's perfect. If you bought cars in the past, it's perfect. This is just a start to one of my mini programs that I'm going to be doing. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. And so go to confessions.hallofmarketing.com and you can check it out for yourself. Let me know what you think. Even if you don't buy it, let me know what you think. It's still in the pre-launch stages, so I'm trying to create the funnel and create it as good as possible. And then after I create a successful funnel and this is successful, one of my other programs is going to be how to launch your own book or how to launch your own course and how to set up a ClickFunnels for it. And I'm going to do it first, and I'm going to teach you, and then I'm going to do something, I'm going to teach you, I'm going to do something, I'm going to teach you. And I just want to I want to be successful. I want you guys to be successful. And so I just want to share everything that I did. I just shared with you multiple products that I've sold that are probably still selling. I know I could still sell that sound speaker, no problem. If Connor would have won, I could have sold the Golden Glove still. But yeah, those sound stickers will still sell. I saw them all over the place. I got 100,000 views on that video. Then I launched another video, got 50,000 views on it. I sold at least, I want to say 50, probably 100 sound stickers, a couple $1,000. So there's some content for you guys. Yeah, have a good day. Stay grinding. Yeah, have a great day. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy life.